Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be getting some messages. Let me see, what should it be about? So they're gonna be quick messages. So let's see. Pile 1 will be the cascarilla. Pile 2, you'll be this dinosaur tooth. Pile 3, you'll be the San Miguel spray. So let's get it, pile 1. Let's get messages about what will be what part of your life, what will be, what changes are coming. How about that? What changes in what area of your life are coming? Let's see. Mercury. Okay, for pile 1. So there's going to be changes in the way you make money. You're going to learn how to create some sort of abundance for yourself. So I feel like for the ones who chose pile 1, it's going to be perhaps a business or some sort of side hustle. This could probably involve, I'm getting wine. So maybe like a wine business. I'm also getting water. Something with water or liquids. Now I'm getting like even you know how there's people who have businesses, like they have multiple like those machines where you can get like chips, sodas, things like that, like those where you can put money in. So I'm seeing those, like the where you can put them at the schools, you know, at the gyms. What are those things called? That I see people get, like the ones you put in the airport. You put them in the airport as well. What are those machines called? Jesus, I forgot the name, but those machines where you can put them in places. Now I'm seeing also like a laundry business, like owning a laundromat. There's like multiple things, because now I'm seeing also someone who, it's not water, but there's drinks. So because I see a bar, so maybe a bartender, because you know they're making drinks, so it's not water but it's liquids. Someone's singing at the bar as well, like you know how there's restaurants or places that they hire people to sing, like a karaoke, even a karaoke restaurant, karaoke bar. I also see like a joint, because you're not going to be doing this alone. Specifically, though, I see the singing, you know, because the music. Okay, let's see, what area of your life are you going to see changes next? So there's going to be an expansion here. I feel like whatever stream of income you're creating, this is going to give you freedom. Like as far as time goes. Look, you got the Ace of Wands. So yeah. So they're telling you, if you've been having these feelings, these thoughts, definitely go, like, actually take action. Don't just keep them. With, where was it? It was Pisces. So with Pisces here, don't let it just be a dream. Actually create it for yourself. Pisces. I feel like this pile here is like you're dreamers. You guys are dreamers. You guys dream big, far, and wide. But it kind of just stays there as a dream. So you kind of have to, you know, actually take action, ground it into reality. Yeah, this something about it also, it has to be very beautiful. So I feel like pile 1 has a big appreciation for beauty, for the arts. Like you have an eye for it. Okay. So what changes are coming for pile 1? Yeah, I would suggest reach out for, if you have, reach for support. Okay, there's people out here who are willing to help you. Maybe even just speaking about it will help. Like when you say it out loud, it helps. Like the energy, like the the brainstorming, it helps. Cause look, there's like you see them? This guy is reaching out. They're about to give a handshake. What changes are coming? Any other changes? So like I said, there's gonna be a change in money. Also, because I was kind of like tapping into the beauty thing. I also see like your looks. I see your looks getting some sort of not getting some sort of, like, I see someone having a glow up. Ooh. So yeah, I see someone having a glow up. Someone actually I feel like this pal, they would benefit a lot from visualization. Like helping, also creating like a space where it's beautiful for you will help you. So this pal is very sensitive to like their surroundings. And I feel like you're someone who, like, if the area is ugly, you feel ugly. So you need to create like a beautiful space to help you feel beautiful, stay beautiful, and like manifest more beauty. So it helps you stay in that current, you know? So I feel like this pal is kind of like, they're into like bougie. So what's coming next, I feel like you're going to start buying things of more quality, having the money to buy things. Like, and if it's not now, like in the near future. That's gonna be the next, I guess, like the next exciting thing. Like be able to afford like more expensive products, decor, clothes, shoes, jewels, things like that. Like, and even simple pleasures, like nice cups, nice plates. I could see a big upgrade in beauty. Okay. And also, because I did get the second house, so you have to be careful. So I feel like this pal is like ultra sensitive, or could be very easily influenced with what they consume. Again, to stay in the current, because I said earlier, like you're the pile that if the surrounding is ugly, you feel ugly. So it's like you're very, like, again, easily influenced, I guess. That's what it feels like. So you gotta make sure you're listening to beautiful things, looking at beautiful things, beautiful art. This pal needs to like unlock inspiration. So maybe even visiting like museums will help you with beauty. Oh my god! And I'm over here touching my hair. I feel like even just caressing yourself, just appreciating like your body, the way you look, it's gonna help. Okay. So that's what I see next for pile 1. What was pile 2? Okay, so for pile 2, the dinosaur tooth. I actually need to write down. Okay, so for pile 2, okay, it's the north node. Okay, so for pile 2, what's next? Okay, so this energy is kind of feeling a little bit more so the north node, right, in astrology, it speaks of like where you should be going, right? Kind of like, I believe it's like life purpose. It's where you should be going. Because the south node, see, the south node's right here. It's about where you've been. And typically in astrology, the south node, the energy of the south node, you're very comfortable in that energy. It's like you reincarnated and you came with something that you've already kind of learned in your past life. So in the north node is something you have to learn how to harness in this lifetime. So since you got the north node in Libra, this is about learning how to cooperate, learning how to give, because if the north node is in Libra, that means the south node is in Aries. So you're someone who's very independent. You kind of march in the beat of your own drum. That could come with a lot of selfishness, right? So when it's in Libra, you have to consider others. So what's next is you tapping into your north node, learning how to listen and take others consideration, right? So learning how, maybe even learning how to live with someone, learning how to share the space. It's a lot about like learning how to live in harmony with someone or be in harmony with people in general, because it feels like you typically kind of do your own thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like what will, because the North Node again, the South Node, although you're very comfortable in that energy, you've already learned and dominated that energy. It comes very natural to you because you've already learned that lesson in the past life. It comes very easy to you in this life, right? So the North Node is about getting uncomfortable. And even though at first it's kind of scary, it's needed. It's what will really fulfill you. Even though in the beginning it feels like it won't, it will. You'll see, like, as time goes on, it's something that will fulfill you very much. Will make you really happy. Okay, so where was it? Where was I? So yeah, with Libra, North Node in Libra. Maybe also with the 5th house, right? The 5th house speaks of children. It speaks of your inner child, right? So maybe you think doing childish things like is not child, I don't want to say childish, but you may think it's childish or immature. You might find it kind of corny, I guess. That's how I heard. I heard corny. You may feel like doing things that makes your inner child happy. You probably feel like it's corny or it's really hard for you. You know, you feel awkward. You feel cringe. And it's probably even worse when you have to involve somebody else. Like, it makes you very uncomfortable doing corny things with someone. So it feels like, it's in this lifetime, it's like you need to learn how to let loose a little, have fun with someone. This feels like it could be like a lover, because Libra is ruled by a planet of love. So learning how to be corny with the love of your life. Like, do corny, loving things together. Maybe also because the 5th house does rule kids, so maybe, where was it? It was the North. So maybe kids is a problem for you. Maybe like lots of kids. Maybe it makes you a little uncomfortable. So it seems like being around kids, like family and kids, it's really helpful. I hope you tap into that innocent, loving, carefree energy. So that is what's coming next. You're gonna step into, like I said, an energy where you have to consider others a lot. Because if you want them to consider yours, and if you want someone to be in your life or people in your life, you can't be selfish all the time. What else is coming? What's the opposite of the 5th house? Let's see. So maybe this pile is very like community orientated. So that comes easy for you. This is gonna sound a little bit how do I say it? This is gonna sound like not hypocritical, but it's like, because I just said you have to learn how to because it's different. So the 11th house is about like the community, like as a whole, right? Libra is like your personal relationships. The 5th house is about children, but also your inner self, right? So it's kind of like you're gonna have to, even though I said not be selfish, but when it comes to like your like your inner child, you have to be selfish in that. Like that's where you have to direct your selfish energy. Because I feel yeah, it's kind of more of a redirecting the selfish energy, like how you're using it. It's gonna be more, it's gonna be less about the community and less about like collectively, or yeah. So I feel like also I was getting like less internet, like less of being online. So that's like one of the changes that's coming. There's gonna be more of you feeling like being in the present. So maybe the internet is a way you escape reality. There's gonna be less of that, less of the escaping, because you're gonna be too busy kind of gonna be too busy being corny. You're gonna be too busy being corny with somebody. I don't know, this feels kind of this in the beginning it was feeling like very like lovey-dovey, like learning how to be that way. Now I'm getting like, you know, those couples who like match, like corny shit like that, like um they match their clothes, their shoes. Like if you find that corny, um you better start getting used to that. It's like you have to make, I see you having to make like effort. Like it might feel, you know, corny in the beginning, but as I guess as you practice this, the easier, the corny you're gonna get. But it's gonna be funny and it's gonna be fun. Let's see what's next. So I was saying, yeah, less of the internet, more present, more play. Like I see like te vas a divertir. Yeah, I see more fun. And like finding creative ways to be fun. It's not not the same old thing that everybody does. It's like I feel like you're gonna create like these fun household like games, like silly games. So I see a lot of people playing. I feel like your everyday you're gonna find ways to have fun in the home, even like making cleaning even making like cleaning fun. So I see like a lot of ways just to make everything more enjoyable, but like fun, like playful. What else? What's next for pile 2? Yeah, there's gonna be some kind. So there's gonna be you're gonna have to make effort on. So what's another change? I see like emotional regulation. So this play the whatever what I was just talking about, all that fun, playful energy. Even though I see like it's una batalla, like it's hard for you to be in this energy, to even like tap into this energy. Um, and I feel like getting close to people who have this naturally, um, once you get that momentum going, and once you start creating like make sure you're gonna have to make sure this is part of your routine. Like you make time for play every day, and this is gonna lighten your heart. So maybe you're someone who's had heart issues, because I feel like the heart kind of lifting. Yeah, it's like you. Sometimes I feel like this pile also like has had a tendency of like self-sabotaging. Like you will sabotage fun. Like you'll purposely ruin it because God forbid you have fun, right? Because you feel like you don't deserve it. But I feel like this is changing. I feel like saying within the next 7 years. I don't know why it's 7. I just heard 7. Um, like yeah, the next 7 years is gonna be a big change. I feel like for the next 7 years, it's gonna be a big emphasis on fun. Hmm. Maybe you have some kind of self. I mean, you have this some sort of issue, health issue that's gonna take about 7 years to maybe heal from it. This feels like it's something about it feels like a miracle too. So it's something that you feel like you can never get rid of, and it's like legitimately gonna heal or greatly improve simply because you're having fun. You know how they say laughter is medicine? Like, have you ever heard of people who are able to, like, people who've had these experiences or these, they've been able to prolong their cancer diagnosis, like live longer just by simply laughing? Or you're gonna, or I feel like also saying, like, um, just by simply laughing and having fun is gonna extend your life 7 years plus. You're gonna live an extra 7 years. Versus if you don't do this. See what's next for pile 2. What else? I see someone who really enjoyed. So I hear Michael Jackson. Someone who really enjoys listening to Michael Jackson or used to. They're asking you to make a playlist, a Michael Jackson playlist, and listen to it. Maybe he was inspiring because I also see like that moonwalk he would do. So maybe you like to dance, kind of like what would you call that? So I'm also seeing like 70s, like groovy. Is it the 70s? Yeah. Maybe someone here is grew up in the 70s or really enjoys 70s music. Maybe even the fashion was like funky music. Maybe that's how you're gonna feel after all this cornball behavior. You're gonna feel more free, because the 70s was during that time, right? Like the hippies, like love, peace, not make love, not war, type of thing. Yeah, so it's gonna be maybe okay. So I feel like within the next for the next 7 years, you're gonna learn how to make peace and not war. So maybe you're someone who would get really angry. That's what it feels like. Someone who's or constantly always at war with something, with someone. Because like I said, you have to learn how to cooperate. So now it's time back. It's like learning how to get along. Like think of others, you know? And 7 years does seem like a long time to kind of get it through your head, but it's probably just going to be like a process. Maybe within the next 7 years, it's going to be a complete transformation. Um, like people are not going to even recognize you 7 years from now. Like, who is this person? Who is this girl? Who is this guy? It probably seems like unbelievable, even for yourself. Yeah, because I started seeing like a lot of hippie loving, like love, and those peace signs. So okay, so that's what's next. Good luck. So for pile 3, the San Miguel spray. Spray right. Okay. Pile 3. Where can you expect change? Let's see. Okay, so for pile 3, this, okay. This feels like I'm talking to people who want to be out there, who want to be influencers, or who want to utilize the internet to grow some kind of business here. I see an expansion of your friends. The next, so what's next? I see more friends, acquaintances, circles, as in like people, right? Being part of certain groups, being part of certain communities. I'm seeing being part of, maybe because this feels linguistic, maybe debates. This feels like debate-ish. Being part of some sort of debate team. Maybe you're taking classes on learning how to debate properly. There's going to be an expansion in your vocabulary. I see books, I see writing, so there's going to be a change for some people here when it comes to, maybe you want to write a book. I'm even seeing people who want to be on TV, like weather channels, radio hosts. But you're gonna have to get out of your comfort zone here. Like you have to put in the effort. This is not something like God's opening the doors for you and these situations are gonna land in your lap. No, you have to go out there and put yourself in these situations where you have to go out there looking for it, you know. But it feels like this is maybe you have a problem with speech here, so it intimidates you. Being maybe arguing, debating, something you enjoy but it's hard for you. Friends. So when it comes to friends, maybe even it also feels like um you feel like your dreams, your hopes and dreams, your visions, they feel very far out of reach. Um but if you put in the effort, you put in the work, you're going to be able to accomplish whatever that is. I also feel like saying, because this is community, right? I was getting that community feel. I feel like I'm also talking to people who perhaps they have a really bad relationship or probably don't even speak to their siblings here. So you're gonna go out there and create a family of your own, like brotherhood, sisterhood type of vibe here. I also feel like these people you're gonna be able to call brothers and sisters. Um, they're people who you're gonna meet on your way to the top. So this feels like friends that you're gonna make for a lifetime. So if you have you've been someone who's been kind of a loner, don't quite fit in, and you've been ostracized or kicked out of like family or friend groups, you're gonna find a community that that they're gonna be so close that you're gonna consider them family, and they're gonna consider you family as well. So like a sense of belonging. Let's see. Mm, I also feel like saying whatever that is that you do or you're gonna do, or the people that I feel like you're gonna meet people that are very different from you. Like these friends or these people you're gonna call family. They probably won't be in the same hobbies as you. Like I feel like wherever these friends you're gonna have, you guys are all gonna be unique in some way, but somehow it works and you guys are able to collaborate together. So it's gonna be like a unique set of friends, a unique family. Like you guys have your own quirks, but it works. Somehow it works, even though it's different. You guys are all different. Maybe even different, like culture, different, like different culture, different hobbies. Maybe even different, like states, country. Um, but somehow this is gonna work. Not all of them, but some of them are gonna be this way with it. So I was getting some people that live kind of far, but not all of them. Perhaps those will be the acquaintances, people that live far, but people you still consider family. People you can still count on. People who you can still get advice from. People that you'll see, but just not quite as often as the others, but still. So I feel like an expansion of people. It's like you're gonna know people worldwide. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. What else? What's next? Um, let's use the cards. What's next for pile 3? I see someone here kind of I feel like saying it, but I don't think I said it. Someone who like a journalist, what do they call it, journalist? Yeah, journalist. I see someone kind of indulging in what do they call them, tinfoil. People who like people with tinfoil. What do you call them? Conspiracy theorists. I see someone here indulging in conspiracy theories. Or maybe that's what you're trying to, because this was the one where it was like the channel, with online everything's so restricted. You're gonna probably try to find a creative way to get into topics that are like about this, like conspiracy theories and things like that, or debates. Because they used to say, like what happened recently, they used to say that it was a conspiracy theory or maybe it's like things that, okay, hold on, how do I say this? You know how back in the day they used to say that manipulating the weather was a conspiracy theory, but now it's like we're seeing it because I heard or I saw, no, not that I saw, I heard it in some podcast that they were talking about how they throw seeds for it to rain, to make it rain, right? So I feel like whoever's from this pile, like, you're gonna get involved in like conversations like that. Because they used to say it was a conspiracy theory, but now it's not. Because I guess it's something that's known that they do in, I don't know where, in some other place of the world. But now it's coming over here, and they said it specifically. It was happening in Texas, like whatever happened in Texas. So I feel like you're gonna get in conversations that kind of stir the pot, or kind of question people's reality or things like that. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So maybe you're gonna kind of go down memory lane with the conspiracies that you used to maybe believe in, and how, because before it was very like tinfoily, anyone could put anything online, and it sounded crazy and it looked crazy because it was just like how it couldn't be possible. But now we've seen things that people would put out there and it actually came true, so I feel like someone in this pile is gonna get involved in things like that. Maybe even politics. Because now I'm seeing the White House. Or maybe someone who's gonna get involved into politics and just in general. Like, maybe you weren't political before and now you're, like you want to make you want to feel like you're making a change in some way, so you feel like going the political route would be something that you like, something that you enjoy, something that interests you, so you're gonna go that route. What else? What's next for pile 3? Okay, I also see someone. Okay, maybe. Okay, so now I'm feeling like people who are also in this power are gonna choose to be part of a, or if you've been thinking about being part of like a, because I'm seeing bodybuilders who, you know how they get all, they lose all this weight, they gain all this muscle, and they get all dark, like they spray tan. What do you, competitions, right? They do competitions. The spirit's saying like, go ahead and do it. It's like some kind of something you're challenging yourself here. I'm not sure what those things are called, but I think they're just called competition, or like weight lifting competitions. So I see you getting involved in that. And traveling. I see expos, like people going to expos or getting very involved in that type of situation. Yeah, so pretty much this pile is about getting involved in communities, seeing where maybe you want to, maybe there's a few interests that you have. Seems like there's a few interests and you're not sure where you fit in, or where you really it's like you're exploring. So you might be young, could be older, but it's like it's giving like someone who doesn't know themselves all the way, but there's nothing wrong with that because you're exploring, right? Or maybe you're just curious, because this also feels like someone who's very curious. It's like there's just so much I can do, but just so little time is what I feel. Yeah. And it's like you're gonna have to get a little taste of everything and see what you like the most, and then kind of like give it your all at that certain community. Yeah, because I see like a hunger. So there's like a hunger. Are you gonna develop some sort of hunger here? Kind of like a zest for life. Mm. Okay, so I guess that's all I see. So I hope that helped, okay? I'll see you guys next time.